Dobro Jutro, Divine Pisces, 222. It is Thursday, September 12th, 2019. I'm going to go ahead and do an energy check-in for our twins today. Alright. Just remember, we do have a full moon. Now, depending on where you are in the world, it's either going to be tomorrow on the 13th, or very, very, very early in the morning on Saturday. So, you know, but it is in Pisces. So, yay. Alright, so first card this morning is Saturn again. This has been pretty consistent lately with overall energies, right? Both twins feeling incredibly off balance right now. Okay. Very uneven. Like, not just with emotions, which is a big thing, you know, because a lot of divine masculines are going through dark night of soul and awakenings and things like that. But also just the balance within yourself, with your yin and yang, your masculine and feminine. I do feel like it's kind of going back and forth right now. Divine feminine having a hard time staying in her feminine energy and wanting to move over into the divine, or into the masculine energy, right? Having a hard time staying in that receptive energy, okay? Because we're so impatient about moving things forward, right? Sagittarius, again, right? So much impatience here, just impatience with the connection, impatience with the progress, impatience with themselves. You know, most twins have no patience for themselves, all right? So divine feminine, you really need to kind of hold yourself accountable, okay? I know it's really easy to get into that headspace of, you know, nothing is working, I'm trying everything, when in reality, either A, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you may think you are, or B, you're focusing too much on the divine masculine himself and not on the journey and not on yourself, right? So need to go within, need to figure that out, right? Divine masculine, just in general impatient with what's going on with him, you know. The awakening has been pretty intense for most of them, right? But it is a true awakening. A lot of them are getting a lot of insights from spirit, again, really developing that third eye. A lot of them didn't realize that they had this ability, right? So they're just kind of waking up to this, and it's kind of freaking them out a little bit, right? Especially the telepathy, you know, when that starts, you know, ramping up, it is kind of freaky, honestly. You know, 5D communication, just in general, like, you know, dreams and stuff like that don't feel like dreams because they're not dreams, right? They're actually astral travel. So, you know, a lot of this is happening right now with divine masculine. But divine feminine, yeah, I mean, you need to get back to square one, I do feel. I do feel a lot of divine feminines are in that energy of, well, I've ascended, you know, I've done everything I need to do. No, not necessarily, you know, just, there's always work to do. So just go within, try to figure out what blocks you need to clear, okay? A lot of you are probably experiencing still some ascension symptoms. Again, that's probably going to go through this moon. But I do feel that divine masculine definitely wants to communicate, and I do feel some of you will be getting communication possibly after this moon, okay? Now that may come in the form of, you know, actual 3D communication, but it could also be 5D communication. So just keep that in mind, all right, and release the expectations, okay? Try not to get your quote-unquote hopes up, right? Because you're supposed to release expectation anyway, right? So let's take a look at divine masculine, see what's going on. This 3D space, I sense a lot of towers, I guess, a lot of rebuilding happening. Yeah. Yeah. Moon. So, again, full moon coming. A lot of things are being illuminated with this moon. Okay, I do sense, again, a lot of towers coming. Okay. If they haven't hit them yet, they will be hitting them soon. Okay, because a lot of energy surrounding this moon right now. A lot of darkness coming out. Oh! Excuse me. Okay. So, yeah, a lot of darkness coming out, right? With this moon coming out, a lot of shadows, I think, are surfacing specifically for the Divine Masculine. You know, a lot of healing still needs to be done there. A lot of inner child issues. Yeah, I mean, that song that I linked a couple of days ago, The Dark of You, perfect interpretation of the way that the Divine Masculine energies are right now, at least the way I'm feeling them. I can link it again if you guys want, but yeah, I mean, you know, they're fighting though. They're trying to overcome the darkness. They're trying to overcome the duality. They're having a really hard time though. So, Divine Feminine, just stay strong in your power, okay? Any healing that you're doing, you know, it's going to help them. You can't do it for them, but you can send the energies, and the energies are what help sometimes them get out of this mindset that they're stuck, right? Because a lot of them do feel stuck. Unfortunately, of course, Leo coming in again today. Leo and Pisces with the moon, so, and Gemini. So, but still a lot of duality here. The connection is very, very strong. There's a lot of mirroring. So if you're feeling a certain way, your Divine Masculine's probably feeling that way too. Like I said, I've already seen physical evidence that my twin and I are mirroring. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, the wheel is spinning the way that it should, right? But it does feel very frustrating. And sometimes we get in this this funk where we feel like nothing's working, right? It's not progressing, but it is, okay? Behind the scenes a lot, okay? Especially with Divine Masculine, okay? So there is a lot going on behind the scenes if you're not in contact with him, if you're not, you know, actually able to talk to him in the 3D and whatnot, and you really don't know what's going on. Just be aware and trust that a lot is going on behind the scenes. They really are trying to wrap up these cycles, okay? Because they are feeling so off balance. They don't like it, Libra coming in. So they are so off balance, guys. So off balance right now. And I was saying, like, a lot of Divine Feminines are off balance within themselves, right? They're kind of trying to go back and forth between the feminine and the masculine energy. Well, the Divine Masculine is just off balance. He doesn't, just his entire life is just completely thrown upside down, right? So, but yeah, most of it has to do with the towers that he's been getting, right? And trying to rebuild those towers. So you need to have patience with him while he's trying to figure all of this out, okay? I know, again, that's the mantra for the Divine Feminine, is patience, okay? Because a lot of us are impatient because we're getting out of the feminine energy and moving into the masculine energy, okay? So just try to keep yourself balanced within, okay? You want to have both. You want to have a good balance of both. You don't want to be fully in one, right? So Divine Masculine is trying to rebuild himself, trying to figure out what he needs to do, right? But he really wants to come to you, right? He wants to offer that cup, okay? He's trying to listen to spirit. Some of them are still a little resistant, but most of them are at least understanding what's happening here, right? Because spirit is coming in. Their guides are coming in and telling them what they need to do, right? Because they really want to offer you that cup, that Ace of Cups. It's very, very important, okay? That's what they want. Or just having a hard time figuring out how to come to you. And it's kind of driving them crazy. It is pretty frustrating for them because they do feel stuck. A lot of them do feel stuck. Very impatient. Okay, very impatient with themselves. Again, like, you know, it's so easy to get impatient with yourself, you know, because you feel like things aren't progressing the way they should. So, Divine Feminine, you're feeling frustrated. Divine Masculine's feeling frustrated. You know, you just gotta chill out. Gotta let things kind of take their course, right? You can't control the situation as much as you want to. You can't. I'm using Mermaid Tarot today. I'm feeling a little watery. I guess it's that Pisces moon coming in, right? So Divine Feminine, you know, still feeling a lot, I feel, from the Divine Masculine going through these awakenings, right? And it's really frustrating. That's part of your frustration right now, is you're feeling these feelings that you're sure are not yours. Sometimes they are, but probably, you know, probably not. And it's exhausting, it's draining, right? So you're feeling a little drained, feeling like, you know, nothing is, again, progressing the way that it should, right? Because this is what you want. You're like focusing on this, right? And a lot of you have stepped back from the connection. You're focusing on yourself, and that's exactly what you need to do. You know, things are manifesting for you. You're you know, taking up your mission. You're feeling comfortable in your mission, and things are just manifesting for you, right? And that's exactly what you want. Some of you are still stuck trying to figure out what you need to do, right? And feeling, again, you know, like nothing you're doing is working, okay? But you really need to step into mission, guys. Really need to release also any negativity, any emotional baggage that you have, right? Because here's the Two of Cups. You know, you got towers happening here. You know, really trying to cling, really clinging to that 3D aspect of life, and you really need to let it go. Really need to let it go. Let those cycles end that need to end, because a lot of you are still stuck in some codependency cycles, some karmic cycles, addiction, obsession, okay? And this is mirrored. This is being mirrored right now, okay? So keep in mind, you know, if you're in that obsession phase, you're Divine Masculine, probably in that obsession phase, and it's not healthy for both of you. So really need to wrap that up. Really need to figure out how to close out these cycles, okay? Release it, okay? But the connection, again, very strong today. There's so much mirroring going on right now. It's ridiculous. And again, I know I'm seeing it in my situation, but I guarantee you, you know, if you're feeling a certain way, your masculine is feeling that way too. You know, there's just so much mirroring going on with situations and feelings, and you know, where you're feeling trapped in a situation, he's feeling trapped in a situation. You know, it goes back and forth, all right? So, I mean, it's kind of nice. It kind of, you know, kind of gives you a little bit of comfort knowing that you're not alone going through it. Your twin is going through it too, but at the same time, remember that you lead. So if something is happening in your life that you need to end, you need to go ahead and do that, because as you do, so do they. Right? Mirroring. Right? So stop feeling so stuck. Stop feeling lost in this, you know, where you feel like you can't do anything, you can't move, you feel like nothing that you do is working. It's all an illusion. You're not trapped. You're not really defeated. There is no failure. There's no failure in this journey. There's so many twins out there that have this fear of failure and fear of rejection, fear of abandonment, things like that. There is no failure. There's no failure in this journey, only lessons, right? So stop thinking that your towers or your triggers are failures, because they're not. You're learning as you go, and that's what you need to do. They're only lessons. Don't be afraid of them. I used to fear the towers too, trust me. I was like, oh my god, I can't handle this anymore. But you know what? Every time I would emerge from a tower, I would feel better. And something in my life would go better, right? So they're good things. Look at them as good things. Look at triggers as good things, okay? Because it pinpoints what you need to heal. Towers are good things because it gets rid of things that you don't need in your life anyway, right? Foundations that are shaken, you don't need that crap in your life anyway. Stop clinging to it, okay? All right? Again, I do feel Divine Masculine is going to be coming in possibly with a small offer, but he really wants to come in and talk to you. Divine Feminine, I do feel here that there are a lot of you still not in mission. It's like you're so afraid, again, afraid of failure. You're so afraid to fail that you don't even start. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Start small if you have to. It's fine. At least you're starting, right? But go forward without fear. You don't need to be afraid of anything. There is no failure. No failure. Okay? All right, let's get some messages from our divine counterparts today. Just kind of flying out. I really need to get some more message cards. If anybody has any suggestions on some good ones, please let me know. Yeah, patience. These things take time. Cycles do take time to end, right? And it's, you're supposed to end the cycles in your life, but you can't always force it to end, okay? It's all about energy. Are you still giving energy to a particular situation? Right? If you are, that cycle's not going to end, okay? You may not be able to force it to end, but, you know, you also don't want to give energy to it. So, you know, if it's time to walk away, right? Do the best you can to walk away. And remember, you're mirroring reflection, okay? You're mirroring your Divine Masculine right now, Divine Feminine, and vice versa, right? So as you do, so do they. So just remember that if there's a cycle that needs to end in your life and you're having a hard time ending it, just do it. Okay? Just try to pull away from it. If you can't get out physically, at least, you know, emotionally and energetically detach. Okay? Stop giving energy to that toxicity. Okay? Because we are transforming right now. We are ascending. Divine masculines are going through an awakening right now. Divine feminines, we are ascending. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Everything, you know, is a process. Everything goes the way that it should. So just take a step back, do something for yourself, stop worrying so much because everything's going to happen the way that it should. And the more you focus on it, the more frustrated you get, okay? And the more, don't make decisions based on what you think is right for your masculine. Does that make sense? Do something for yourself, okay? You are the point of this journey, not your masculine or your feminine or whatever, not your twin, all right? Do it for you. That's the point. Aha, just like phew. Okay. So, advice from the universe, Cancer coming in today. So these issues that you're in, these cycles that you're in, they are going to be ending, okay? If you can't end it, if you're having a hard time ending, or if your divine masculine can't end his, the universe is going to come in and it's going to happen. The how is going to present itself, right? So just keep working on yourself, keep doing your thing. Leo coming in today, okay? So remember to not give in to the doubt. Don't give in to the darkness. The darkness is showing itself right now, but you don't need to feed into it. Just learn from it, figure out how to heal it, and move on. Don't dwell in doubt, okay? Gemini coming in, again, communication coming in for some twins, okay? I would say pretty soon after the full moon, okay? There's going to be some communication coming in. It may not be the best communication. It may not be what you want to hear. Keep in mind there could be some triggers with it, okay? Libra again, okay? Libra coming in today, so yeah, win-win outcome, okay? So yeah, everything is moving the way that it should, guys. You know, stop feeling so lost, stop feeling like you can't do anything right, because, you know, it's fine. There is no failure in this journey. I feel like a lot of you feel like you're failing, and you're not failing. There is no failure, okay? So stop beating yourself up, all right? Y'all have a good rest of your day. If this has resonated, please like, share, subscribe, and I appreciate it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.